Welcome into the latest edition of Warchant TV. He's Corey Clark. I'm Aslan Hajavandi. We're in Bradenton, Florida at IMG Academy, quite possibly the world's preeminent sports academy. Corey, this is your first time here, right?
It is my first time here. It reminds me a little bit of Meadow Creek High School in Norcross, Georgia, where I matriculated, except everything. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. It's the size of a university. It's got probably 30 different athletic fields. It's pretty nuts. I'm gonna obviously have a son that's 10 now, but when he's 16, he'll probably get a scholarship. Yeah, he'll probably come here for sure.
All right, so we were able to watch a brief moment of practice, but before that, I guess let's run the quote of the day. This is from James Blackman.
There was a practice last week where I saw you kind of run up to Brian Burns, was kind of jawing him a little bit. Did anybody tell you about maybe not going up to the biggest DE on the team, man?
Like I said, man, it's a different type of skinny, so I'm not like everyone else. So me and B. Burns go at it every day.
All right, so that was an answer in response to what question was it, Corey?
It was a question about getting a little altercations with Brian Burns and not being afraid of 99 and kind of going back at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The esteemed Gene Williams in the background. I will say this: do you remember when we asked Cam Akers at ACC kickoff about who he'd want if somebody snatched his mom's purse, which teammate he'd want to go with him? He said James Blackman now. James Blackman, it's a different kind of skinny. Well, I guess.
I'm gonna put that on T-shirts.
Yeah.
I can't give you any money though, James. I'm sorry.
I'm a different kind of bald.
Yeah. How about one cool thing? What's one minor thing you saw there? I saw during the team workouts, obviously, or the individual workouts rather, Coleman was on the exercise bike, which means that Coleman Martinez was actually with the first team offensive line.
At right guard, yeah.
Yeah, same tackles, Williams and Dickerson at the right tackle spot, Eberle at center, and then the left guard was Derek Kelly.
Correct.
So, but Coleman was on the bike. And I saw him actually as he was pedaling, he told Christian Meadows, he was motioning with his hands how to work on his technique. Thought that was kind of cool to see a teammate who's injured and can't participate still trying to coach up the freshmen to help them out.
Yeah, and we don't know the extent of Cole Minshew's injury. He was going pretty hard on the bike. It didn't look like it was anything I know it's just a bike.
Gusting up a storm.
He was pedaling hard, man. He was pedaling hard. Like Greg LeMond over here.
Ooh,
old school Tour de France. So yeah, we don't know the extent of that. We'll hopefully get more clarity on that tomorrow. But that's your one cool thing? One little thing?
Just one minor thing.
I mean, I think we take it for granted, but yeah, Gene mentioned it. But Derek Brooks being out here, you have an NFL Hall of Famer. Now he has a son on the team, but Willie Taggart talked with him for at least 15 minutes. Well, and I just think that's neat, man. I think that's neat to have the bridge for the present to the current. And when it's one of the all-time best, that's really neat. And I don't think it's something I think we even take for granted a little bit. Number one, because his kid's on the team, but also because it seems like every other practice there's a great Florida State great walking around the practice fields. But that's really cool to see Darren Brooks out here.
What was your thought on Bailey Hockman, his response? Bailey Hockman was asked where he thought he stood in the quarterback competition. Said he thinks
he'd like to think, or he'd like to say that he's the front runner. But again,
you never know, is what he said.
Yeah, but you'd want them to say that.
Where do you think you stand in the competition?
I like to say I'm the front runner, but you never know.
I haven't seen the internet, so I don't know how people responded to it, but it wasn't said in any sort of cocky, arrogant manner.
And you'd want any quarterback that's worth anything to be like, yeah, man, I think I'm playing well. I think I'm the front runner. I think I'm the best for this job. Whether he believes it or not, you certainly want to say that. What kind of competitor would you have if you said, I don't know, I might start, probably won't, but it's still fun to be out here at Bradenton.
And this is the portion of the show now where we're just going to show you one man being a man. Brian Burns, seriously, I think lined up against every single tight end, as you're seeing right now, back to back to back, and just whooped them.
Yeah, it was really remarkable. It's when you see it in person, how fast that move is. I mean, it's a really tough ask for tight ends, especially inexperienced tight ends. Now, obviously, he's going up against tight ends, not tackles in that drill, but he torched them, which, again, you want this kid to be this guy, this All-American, the guy that can't be blocked. Well, we saw, at least in the early portion of today's practice, that no tight ends on Florida State's roster can block the guy.
And he lets them know.
He does, man. He's not shy. He's not shy about telling them what just happened.
Yeah. All right, you're going to do something, I imagine, for Warchant.com, right?
Something. I'll probably write about this place, why they're here, what they're getting out of it, and just the spectacle that is IMG.
Right. And welcome to all the new subscribers who sign up on that awesome 2 football seasons for 1, and you're going to get a $50 gift card to Garnet and Gold. Enjoy. He's Corey. I'm Aslan. Thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you guys later.